You're listening to the sounds of the Wate, the world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The Wate, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli. Check this out, Raiders. 6-2, but they 5-0 on the road. Yeah. How big is that? Because being able to win on the road is huge.
To me, that's more important than winning at home because, you know, most of the time teams are always going to win at home more than on the road. So for them to be 5-0 on the road is more impactful.
That's going to be big. I'm going to keep my eye on the Raiders in particular because Cooper on one side and Crabtree on the other. And Carr and Del Rio, the coach, is showing a lot of trust in this particular team. So they're going for it on fourth downs and things of that nature.
So, and I still have this team winning the division.
Okay, you said that at the beginning.
Yeah,
you did.
At the very beginning. Now, how far do you see them going?
It's all about seeding. If they win a division and get a bye, then who knows?
And it depends on their home record.
Absolutely.
Because if you have home field advantage and you're not doing that well at home, then you're pretty much screwed.
But you know, at home in the playoffs is a whole different scenario. Yeah. That Raider Nation, man, they'll be riled up out there.
Yeah, that's like a ghost town.
It is. It's
very scary.
You don't come out of there alive.
Yeah.
And I remember the Raiders from the 70s, man. They was a brutal bunch. Tell me about Seattle. They look to be in trouble right now. They went down to the Saints. Saints scored 6 times in a row on them in the second half of this game. That's very Seattle-like.
Yeah. I feel like it's mainly on their defense. Sherman is trying to fix it and get that Legion to boom back, but they're still not the same as they were, what was it, like 3 years ago?
Yeah, 2-3 years ago.
2-3 years ago. So I'm not really worried about the offense because I like the way that Russell Wilson is using Jimmy Graham and who's the other... Baldwin, exactly. The tight ends and stuff. And yep. So it's really on their defense. They need to, I don't know what they need to do, but they really need to fix that.
And they need to fix it fast.
Yeah, but I like the fact that Sherman's being a leader.
Yes, he is. He's taking ownership.
Shouting them out.
And shouting them out. Made up. Now Cam Newton and the Panthers win a game, but Cam has been complaining about the number of hits. He's been complaining
that he's still been getting hit hard.
And I heard Roger Goodell say today that he will sit down with Cam and they'll discuss.
Well, they did report earlier today as well that they looked at the films of his hard hits and there should have been penalties.
There should have been penalties
on those hits.
Is he not getting it because he's Superman and he's so huge, or is he not getting it because they're out to get him? Or is it a combination of both, you feel?
At first I thought it was a combination of both, but now I just feel like it's just to get him.
It's just to get him. Now, Percy Harvins returns, comes out of retirement, joins the Buffalo Bills. What's that going to look like? Can he still be an asset for the Bills, or are they just wasting their time?
He's only been out for a couple of, like a year?
Yeah, maybe a year and a half. I think he just retired not too long ago, so he still may be in game shape.
Most likely he'll be fine because it hasn't been that long of a gap.
Got you.
So he'll be fine.
So you think they can put him on special teams or out there and make some plays?
He still is going to be a head case.
Yeah, once a head case.
Always a head case.
Always a head case.
So
Trent Williams got suspended for 4 games for drug and substance abuse. What's our one message to...
stay off the weed.
Stay off the weed, man.
Stephen A. always says it. Stay off the weed. That's all you have to do. You get paid millions of dollars to not drink, drive, do weed, do cocaine, all that stuff.
Absolutely. So stay off the weed, man. Give me some of these leaders. Young man, let's talk baseball.
Okay. So
we're in the midst of the World Series. Eli picked...
I picked the Cubs.
I picked the Indians. I'm looking real wavy right now. I'm looking wavy.
So, game 2 we won.
Yes.
5-1.
Yes.
Game 3 and 4 we lost.
In Chicago.
That
was
which
damaging.
Really pissed me off.
That was damaging. Y'all couldn't get one of... Y'all was supposed to, at minimum, win 2 out of those 3.
Yeah, 3.
And come back into Cleveland and having to win
one
game.
Yeah.
But no, you lose 2 of those.
Pitching, man. I mean, and that's what you said.
Yeah, pitching is going to win championships, man.
Pitching always wins championships, just like defense always wins.
In baseball, the pitcher can control the entire game.
Yeah.
I don't care how many home runs you hit in the regular season. If that pitcher and if the umpire is giving him them corners, and the pitcher's going from 12 to 6, and he got a slider going, and you can forget about it.
I really saw that when Bumgarner was pitching for the 2012.
Absolutely. He single-handedly won that World Series.
Both of them.
Yes, he single-handedly won them by superb pitching.
Yeah. So, but we won Game 5.
You did. You stayed alive.
So we stayed alive. So we play later tonight.
Yes.
I'm expecting us to win. It all depends on who's pitching.
Okay, tonight I believe you have Arrieta going against a nobody pitcher in Cleveland. Cleveland is pitching by committee now, so their subs or relief is pitching just as many innings as the starters.
Right, and then who's the Indians manager?
Oh, Terry Francona.
Terry Francona is. He's
won a couple of titles.
He can do it. So,
and this kid who the Yankees traded 2 key pieces that are in this World Series. Zach Miller.
No, Andre Miller.
Andre Miller, who's been getting a lot of innings for Cleveland, and Chapman, who's the closer, who pitched superbly. He pitched 3 innings. And saved the last game, Game 5.
He almost messed that up, though.
He didn't mess it up, though. That's the point. Closers, I like that. You're sitting on the edge of your seat unless their name is Mariano Rivera.
Right.
When he came in the game, you knew just kiss the baby.
Right.
So, you still think they have a chance?
I still think they got a chance. All we got to do is win this one game. I at least wanted to go to Game 7.
And then anything can happen in Game 7.
I don't really care who will win in the Game 7 because at least you put up an effort.
Because butt cheeks start getting tight in Game 7. Dudes who
that is true.
Doing stuff, and now all of a sudden. So now I want to talk about...
Jose Fernandez.
Jose Fernandez, the one who dies in the boat crash.
His autopsy came back. They found, this is according to ESPN.
According to ESPN.
They found cocaine and alcohol in his system.
Cocaine and alcohol in his system. Wow. That's big.
I mean, what do you think? Well, I mean, like...
Well, he should stay off the drugs. We know that.
Yeah.
But at the same time... it's one of those situations. I don't know what he was going through in his life.
Right.
I don't know if it's a part of the culture. I'm not going in on all Cubans, but you get a yayo. Tony Montana said, I'm a political refugee from Cuba. You get a yayo, you chop it up.
But I mean, how
you feel about that?
I wasn't surprised by the news because I knew most likely if you was to get in the car in an accident like that, you would have to be a little wasted.
But you're not supposed to speculate like that. It's speculation. You can't speculate and say, because for Cuba, that he was doing drugs, okay? He had problems with his wife at home. He told his wife, I'm sorry, I go for a boat ride. I call my friend. We get in the car, we get some yayo. We get the boat, we rev it up, man. We get out there, man, and we don't come back, man. We don't come back.
Yeah.
No, but seriously.
Yeah, nah.
That's saddening.
Yeah,
because now it makes you think that his judgment was impaired.
Right, and now people are even damaging his image. Saying,
absolutely, throwing dirt on him.
Right, and it's not right. But yeah.
Mets closer Familia, the one who coughed up the series for them in the last series, was arrested recently for domestic violence, which means he was beating his wife or something.
Okay, so now we're
dealing with, and this has been going on a lot in the NFL, baseball. This domestic violence situation is out of hand. It's really out of hand.
For the past, 2 years now,
couple of years, it's been being brought to light. The kicker from the Giants,
right?
Josh Brown, or whatever his name was, had a domestic situation.
I think they cut him. Right?
Yeah, they finally cut him, but they overlooked it at first.
Right.
And then some more details came out, and they were put in a tough position, and they cut him.
Right.
So this situation...
I'm like, what? What is the problem?
I don't know what the problem is.
You can't hit women, right?
Absolutely.
That is your number one rule.
Under any circumstances.
Citizen, you have a rule. You just can't hit them. It's a rule going into basketball.
Bang, bang, bang.
All right. So, the Golden State Warriors are 2-1.
Yeah, but let's talk about game one. Don't try to get fried and talk about what they're doing now.
Okay.
Game one. Let's start from the beginning.
Game one, we got smacked in the face repeatedly.
By who?
By the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when I had them winning the game, I did not pick them. I mean, I did not have them losing by 30 because I never disrespect the San Antonio Spurs. That's
never
disrespecting the Patriots.
The Patriots, you know better than that.
You don't do that. So, I wasn't surprised, but we lost that first game.
So you win the next two.
We win it barely.
Barely. So what's going on with the chemistry?
Durant
looks good.
Yes, the last 3 games he's been looking good. He's averaging like at least 30 points a game. He's had at least 10 rebounds a game and at least 2 steals and 2 blocks a game.
Yeah, one game he had 30 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Yeah.
Those are monstrous numbers.
I think for right now, we just are pretty much in that Miami Heat phase where we got to figure everything out.
Absolutely.
We got to know everybody's roles, and we don't really know everybody's roles yet.
Absolutely.
But so far, I do know that we are feeding Kevin Durant more.
Who's suffering so far?
Green
is suffering.
And
Klay Thompson don't look too
Klay
comfortable
Thompson's
yet.
just cold to me. He's just not hitting his shots.
But is that psychological, or is it just he's just cold?
He's just cold. Because with shooters, once you make like 5 straight, you're good.
Okay, I was a shooter. I made 1. I thought I was hot.
Nah, I mean, you got
son, bring the ball back, son. I just hit one.
I feel like you gotta make
like, yo, son, you just hit a shot. You missed 9 before that.
Yeah,
you are not hot.
Yeah.
I get it. But shooters go in and out.
Right, shooters go in and out.
So he'll be fine because he's a shooter.
Right.
He can get his shot. Draymond Green is going to have to impact the game.
Here's the thing
in other ways.
I feel like he's kind of just, he feels like it's the same old role that he had last year, and it's not. Because he honestly doesn't, I don't need him to shoot any shots at all.
You need him to defend.
I need him to defend.
Because y'all are small down there.
Yeah.
Y'all kind of small.
Now that we don't have Bogut.
Now that you don't have Bogut and Azili. Yes. Spades, absolutely.
We are small. But I don't need Green to shoot at all.
So Green needs to change his role. He needs to keep his assists going.
Yeah,
and he needs to play bigger than he actually is.
Yeah, be a good defender, be a playmaker, and just keep your attitude and your emotions in check.
So I heard Green also Thursday. Your man Westbrook. Let's talk about West.
Yeah.
3 triple-doubles to start the season.
He had 51 points.
It ain't happened since Wilt Chamberlain or something.
No. He had. This is the stat about Wilt Chamberlain. He had 51 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Nobody has ever done that
since Wilt.
Since in 1975.
Okay. So he's putting up Wilt Chamberlain type numbers.
Yeah. He
looks angry.
Yeah. I knew he was going to be angry from the start.
But can he sustain that angriness? Or is it just, opening up the season?
I think it's just opening up the season.
I guess we'll find out Thursday.
Yeah, I mean.
Because they rolling in the Golden State.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the second game.
Yeah.
Need him. Your man is retiring. Tell me all about it.
Ray Allen is finally retiring. I'm happy for him. I like him. I respect him.
Okay. He's going out with Kevin Garnett.
He's going out with Kevin Garnett.
He's going out with Duncan,
Kobe.
Kobe, that's going to be an amazing class.
Paul Pierce will retire at the end of the season.
And Paul Pierce won't go out until the year after.
Okay, right.
Because you got to be out for 5 years.
Right.
So that is going to be an interesting class.
I respect the dude. I like him. I'm still a little butthurt over the 2008 loss, but we beat them in 2010, so I'm happy about that.
So you redeemed that.
Yeah. And I feel like I don't like the reason why he came out, which was because he felt like Steph Curry. We all knew that Steph Curry was going to break your record.
Eventually. At the rate that he's shooting threes.
Yeah, he's going to break your record.
Because remember, in Ray Allen's time, you didn't shoot that many threes.
Right.
It still was a big man's game
that
maybe kicked it out for the 3. The league has changed over the last 2 or 3 years with Golden State, where now you shoot up the 3.
You got stretch 4s.
You stretch 4s and sometimes even stretch 5s.
Right.
So the league is a little weird now.
But like you said, I just like for you to just keep that record going.
All records are meant to be broken.
Right.
Cleveland gets their rings this last week.
Yeah.
Big up for them. I thought that was really big.
Congrats to them.
And them rings was crazy. Them rings was crazy. Saw the ice on them rings?
Yes. I saw
them rings was crazy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It will be your last ring in the next 5 years. I want to say this until we win it, and then we're going to start that dynasty.
Stop that. That's crazy.
Okay? Don't get me wrong, I respect and love and like LeBron James, but whenever he goes against the West, look at his history. Well, let's be honest. He should have beaten the Dallas Mavericks.
He should have.
And the San Antonio Spurs is his kryptonite.
They are.
But
he did beat them at least once.
That's because of Ray Allen. That's because of Ray Allen.
Hey, it happened.
But it does count.
But in Game 7, LeBron showed up.
And, I think these young guys in the Bay were too good for him. I mean, in the first match.
Dude, you didn't just say that. He averaged almost a triple-double
I know that,
in the first match.
I know that.
So they weren't too good for him. He didn't have a team with him.
I know that.
So when you want to know about the unknown, what do we study?
You study the known.
The known is... Let's get into some culture. Let's get into some current events.
Yep. So, maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm not really sure when. Drake bought 21 Savage a Ferrari for his birthday. Now, you said that you found out that...
Now, he bought another man a Ferrari. And I just want to... I'm not speculating. I'm just saying. Is that what he did?
A bidding war.
Huh? It's a bidding war. Okay, so they're bidding war because he wants 21 Savage to sign with him, but 21 Savage is thinking about signing with who?
Dream Chasers.
With Dream Chasers. Oh. So this is a chess match. You see what I'm saying? Like, I buy your man a Ferrari. Yo, if you sign with me, you get this.
And he was on both of their songs.
Absolutely. So we have something going on here with 21 Savage for your generation must be an up-and-coming draft pick.
Right.
And now the bidding war begins.
It's like for Ben Simmons.
Absolutely. Yeah. But this is on some street-level stuff.
Also, LeBron checks Tristan.
He checks Tristan Thompson. What did he check him about?
Well, before the first game started for your ring ceremony, he brought Chloe to the game.
Oh.
And LeBron didn't like that because, everybody was saying before the season even started, Tristan Thompson, then Chloe, that's bad luck. And
Yeah. Once you start dating one of the Kardashians, it's usually downhill from there.
Right. And he...
See Lamar. See Kanye.
See Chris Humphries.
See Chris Humphries.
Yeah. So, and basically, LeBron is the leader of the team.
Yes.
And he was like, yo, this is a distraction. She can't come to any of the games. Now, Tristan is a big dude, and he felt like he couldn't get punked anymore because he's been on the team long enough. And he was like, yo, as long as we win the games, I'm bringing her to every game. As long as we don't lose, I'm still bringing her.
Now, do you think LeBron is right for saying this is his... They got engaged.
Yeah.
How did that happen? That happened super quick.
Yeah.
So they're engaged. Listen, these Kardashians must got some mojo, some superpower magic, because they be making dudes want to get engaged. But that's beside the point. Should he be able to bring his? Because I think JayZ had the same issue with Kanye. Kim Kardashian wanting to get around Beyonce and act like they friends.
Right, because Beyonce's image was a little
might take a hit.
Cleaner than
Kim's.
Yeah, I feel like this is... Listen, if your captain says to his workers, you can't do that, then listen. He's the captain of the team. I'm the captain now.
Right, look at me. I'm the captain.
I'm the captain now. Okay? So, if he's the captain of the team, and this is his city, and he's the one who really brought them the ring, besides...
everybody
Irving,
chipped in, of
right,
course.
everybody chipped in. Do what he says.
Okay. Just asking, because... if we boys and your girl is coming around messing us up or could distract us because she wants to shoot a reality show around us winners because they always seem to levitate toward the winners. You see what I'm saying?
Very true.
So you gotta have to watch out when your show, the weight pops off because all of a sudden,
I don't roll like that, my boy.
The Kardashians might want to start coming around. Hey, Eli.
I don't roll like that, my boy.
Hey, Eli.
Plus, they like 40 to me.
Yeah, but they got some younger Kardashians in there. I don't know. Do they have any teen Kardashians? Because they'll invent some to be around Eli. All
right, anyway. Tupac's prison letter sells for $172K.
$172,000 for a prison letter from Tupac. Wow, I'm pretty sure it was very insightful.
Yeah.
He probably had some very positive things to say in that.
Some,
next level revolutionary stuff. And I'm curious to find out who's running his estate now since his mother passed away.
That'd be true.
So we want to find out who's running his estate and who's getting that money.
Yes. Kid Cudi responds to Drake's "Two Birds, One Stone."
What did he say?
He basically said, "Say it to my face. I ain't gonna say the word." And then he was like, "I'll come. You can't handle me." He was on some.
He was on some street stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yo, let's get it on and popping. Because
don't.
I personally feel Drake might have went over the line. If a man is down, but Malcolm feels while he's down, you clap him in the head.
Because
clap, clap.
me and Malcolm feel like first of all, he's the one who started it.
Okay.
On Twitter, a couple of days before
he's mentally ill.
No,
go ahead.
Understand my point. Before he announced that he had to go into rehab for depression, he said, "Hey, I'm, nobody's messing with me anymore. I'm not the guy anymore. This applies to everybody, especially Drake and Ye."
So he threw some shots
immediately at those two.
Okay, but my thing is, but
here's the thing: you're gonna say that, and then like 2 or 3 days later, you're gonna announce, "Oh, well, I'm going to rehab. I feel depressed. I'm very sad."
Yeah. So my point is,
but you just basically used that.
He didn't know what he was saying because he was mentally depressed.
I'm saying if he had said that before, and then had put out the tweets, I would have been like, okay, that was over the line. But he put out the tweets before he said he was depressed.
But Drake knew when he stepped into the studio to do the two birds with one stone song, he knew homie was mentally depressed.
All right.
That's just my opinion on that particular episode.
Okay, yeah.
JayZ does a concert, was doing a benefit concert for Hillary Clinton. Ouch.
Well, basically, everybody's trying to make sure that Hillary Clinton wins because they don't want Donald Trump as the president.
Here's the ironic thing about the JayZ situation. He just did a narrating song, a documentary narrating about the drug laws and how the drug laws set up by her husband affected all of us. Ooh. Which was ironic because his lyrics are all about drugs and how to be successful with selling drugs, and I move more keys. I got the keys, which has double and triple entendre meanings in this day and time. Now her husband she's running, and she's probably going to implement the same. Her husband put more black people in jail than any other president in the history of the United States. Now he's coming out to support her on, to try to get her elected. Right. It's just ironic.
It's real shady.
And sometimes you need to just step back and just allow the process to happen.
Netflix is basically taking over cable.
Yes, that's what I'm hearing in the streets.
According to Complex News.
Yes, according to Complex.
This doesn't really surprise me because for the past 2 years I've been watching Netflix, Hulu, Fox 5.
So you've been ahead of the curve.
I've been ahead of the curve. Because, honestly, if we're being 100%, cable got nothing on but just boring stuff.
Yes.
It makes me fall asleep every time.
My wife argues with me all the time. We need to trim this cable bill down. We got all the channels and ain't nothing on. And I think she's right. I hate to admit it. She's right.
She's definitely right. Every time I watch cable, I kind of fall asleep. And I just can't do it anymore. Only thing I watch on cable is just sports games, like football.
But Netflix.
But Netflix is
it's popping.
Yeah, they said by next year Netflix is going to overtake
cable. By next year, ladies and gentlemen.
By early next year. They say either by December or early January.
So the first quarter of 2017, you can expect cable, and now you know what cable gonna do? They're gonna call us, hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, just checking up on you, make sure everything's okay. We got a better deal going. Oh, now you got a better deal going. Yeah, $50.
We got an upgrade.
We have an upgrade. I'm pretty sure you do, cable.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do.